isn't she? Silly guy. There's no other. Apart from me, there is no God. I will strengthen you, though you have not acknowledged me, so that from the rising of the sun to the place of its setting, people may know there is none beside me. I am the Lord, and there is no other. I form the light and create darkness. I bring prosperity and create disaster. I, the Lord, do all these things. I love you very much, Lord. Thank you for this day. It's been so much fun. Minerals in the Bible. I know there are a lot. I just don't know exactly where. Let's see. Oh, in Revelations. Suppose. What are you doing, silly boy? No, there. We'll find those in a minute. In you, Lord, I have taken refuge. Let me never be put to shame. In your righteousness, rescue me and deliver me. Turn your ear to me and save me. Be my rock of refuge, to which I can always go. Give the command to save me, for you are my rock and fortress. Deliver me, my God, from the hands of the wicked, from the grasp of those who are evil and cruel. For you have been my hope, sovereign Lord, my confidence since my youth. From birth I have relied on you. You brought me forth from my mother's womb. I will ever praise you. Yes, I will. Hear my cry, O God. Listen to my prayer. From the ends of the earth I call to you. I call as my heart grows faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the foe. I long to dwell in your tent forever and take refuge in the shelter of your wings. For you, God, have heard my vows, for you have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. Now I remember. At least one of the sections is in Job, talking about minerals. I love minerals. One second. made necklaces in a while. Perhaps I should do that sometime. I'll be fun. So we have these white pearls. And pink ones. Very rare. We got them especially. Perhaps I'll do some beading later on. For now. Yes. Right. Where was I? Job. Esther. Job. There we go. Interlude. Where is it? I skipped through. I know it's here. I know it is. Just have to find it. I could get a different Bible. I know I have it highlighted in a different one. Perhaps I shall. It might be easier to find it in these ones, as seeing as I've highlighted them before. Le Bible du Seigneur, Holy Bible. En français. How glorious is the princess within her chamber, her gown is interwoven with gold. That the king, be enthralled by your beauty, honor him, for he is your lord. You are my lord. Thank you, Lord, for this verse. I love it so much. God is within her, she will not fall. God will help her at break of day. He says, be still and know that I am God. Still though. Yes, I want to find where. Oh, I remember now. The interlude is Job wondering where wisdom is and comparing it to, here we go. No. Guess I'll just start from the beginning and find it. Maybe it wasn't in Job then. I know it was. It's frustrating. Lord, please help me to find it. I really just like reading about minerals in the Bible because you created them, of course. And they're so beautiful. They're mentioned so many times. Wait. There is a passage. There it is. Interlude, where wisdom is found. Oh, I can read both in English and then in French. It'll be fun. There is a mine for silver and a place where gold is refined. Iron is taken from the earth, and copper is smelted from ore. Gold, silver, iron, copper. Those are all native elements. Fascinating. Lapis lazuli comes from its rocks. Lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. I believe that is lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. Where is it? Lapis lazuli. I'm sure that I wrote it down. I must have. Come on. Maybe I need to look in the book. Flashlight? No. Perhaps it has a different name. It's probably what it is. Lapis lazuli's gemstone name. Alright, let's see. Real identification. Where is flashlight? I do believe lapis lazuli must be a gemstone name and not the proper mineralogical name. Let's see. Oh well, if I can't find it, I'll look it up in a book later. That must be what it is. It's a gemstone name, not the proper mineral name. Labradorite, is that it? It's possible. I know it's blue. I feel like it is something. Maybe, I don't know. It's frustrating. Conundrum. Corundum. A corundum conundrum. Well, it's not corundum. Corundum. Let's look at that. Different friendly mineral that I know a bit more about, that I know is special. Here we go. Corundum. Corundum is the proper mineral name for such gemstones as ruby and sapphire. I do adore ruby and sapphire, but I much more adore knowing that the proper name is corundum. I like to tell people that. Always shocks them. They don't realize how much I know. Composition: Al2O3, that is 2 aluminums and 3 oxygens. That means corundum is an oxide. This mineral forms steep bipyramidal, prismatic, tabular, or rhombohedral crystals. It also occurs in massive and granular habits. Corundum can be many colors, but always has a white streak. It is transparent to translucent with a vitreous and adamantine luster. Forms in silica poor igneous rocks. Right, silica poor, because it's not a silicate. And metamorphic rocks rich in aluminum, obviously, because it's aluminum oxide. It is insoluble. Trigonal hexagonal. That is the crystal system. Let's see. Ruby, a variety of corundum, is red in color. Sapphire is the blue variety of corundum, and it also may be green, yellow, purple, or even colorless. I don't believe I have any corundum, but what do I have? Beryl, my favorite. There's that aquamarine ring that grandmother gave me. I need to go find it. There it is. Yes, Grandma Marguerite. She gave it to me once I was 14, I believe. So lovely. I didn't know back then that this was aquamarine. All I knew was that it was blue and pretty, and I loved it. And it became my favorite mineral once I started learning geology. I love you, Grandma Marguerite. Thank you for this ring. I'll treasure it always. And now I know it's aquamarine, which is the same type of mineral as an emerald, except it's blue. And its proper mineral name, of course, is Beryl, which I do have samples of those. You like this? I do too. Ah yes, aquamarine really is my favorite mineral. It's so pretty, just fascinating. This is a really nice crystal, even though it's small. See how you can see it's the same. This is the proper formation of Beryl. These other ones, this is a piece of it, like a horizontal slice. This one, it's also a horizontal slice, but it's missing part of it. And this, there we go. I do believe Beryl is it orthorhombic? I do believe it's orthorhombic, but let me make sure. Beryl. Be3 Al2 Si6 O18. That is beryllium 3, aluminum 2, silica 6, and oxygen 18. A silicate, one of my favorites. I do love the silicates. Silicates, let's see. What is the crystal system? What is it? Doesn't mention it in, oh, there it is. Trigonal hexagonal. Right. Hexagonal. That makes sense. It has about 6 sides, I believe. in perfect formation. Vitreous luster. What are you doing? Come down here. Vitreous luster. This mineral occurs as prismatic crystals, which are sometimes terminated with small pyramids. The crystals are often striated parallel to their length and may be of vast size. Specimens up to 18 feet long have been recorded. Wow. I'd love to see such a mineral as that. That's fascinating. It also forms in massive, compact, and columnar habits. The color varies greatly, this I knew, and gives rise to named varieties, such as emerald and aquamarine. It may be colorless, white, green, yellow, pink, red, and blue. The streak is white. Beryl is transparent to translucent, as we saw, with a vitreous luster. Forms in pegmatites and granites, and in some regionally metamorphosed rocks. It fuses with difficulty, rounding the edges of small fragments. Interesting. We have different varieties, of course. Aquamarine, my favorite. The blue one. Emerald. This is not a very pretty example, but emerald is the green one. Moragonite is pink or red. Lovely. Get down here. Silly boy. I was gifted this by a lovely geologist, Mr. Larry Rush. Such a lovely gift. Aquamarine beryl from the Erongo region in Namibia. That's in Africa, I do believe. Fascinating. Oh look, you can see a little rainbow in this box. Don't bite on that, Mishi. Yes, what a wonderful specimen. Thank you, Dr. Larry Rush, for this lovely gift. I keep it separate from my other minerals because it's, well, quite a treasure. He sent it to me as a gift. I had ordered some aquamarines from him, and in fact, these very ones right here. And to thank me for purchasing them, he sent me this. It's so lovely. It even says, gift for Sarah. He got my name wrong. It is Siarah, not Sarah, but it's okay. I'm going to go set this back in my room. Apologies. Okay. What else? What else? Fluorite. I do love fluorite. Unfortunately, don't really have good formation of fluorite. I was gifted this by another geologist. His name was Evan. Cannot remember his last name, but he gifted this to me. He asked me to identify what it was, and at first, silly me, I thought it was a beryl. As you can see, it does look a lot like beryl, but he was like, nope, it's fluorite. Fascinating. It's just a different formation. It's quite lovely. I do wish it was beryl because, well, this is just very nice. Fluorite should form in cubes. It's a perfect cubic mineral. It's in perfect form, and if you look very, very closely, you can see the tiny little cubes. But this is not very well formed, unfortunately. However, I do have another fluorite specimen. Fluorite can be different colors: purple, green, blue. This one is a bit better. The cubic structure of it is more apparent. Fluorite fluoresces, as the name suggests, under fluorescent light. I wish I had one of those fluorescent lights. Evan also showed me those. That was quite fascinating. Unfortunately, I do not. Perhaps I'll just send for him to show me the different fluorescence. That was fascinating. Maybe he'll bring me something new. Alright, that's that. Just for fun, let's look at fluorite and read about it. Fluorite. It's a halide, I do believe, because it contains one of the halogens, which is fluorite. Fluorite, there we go. Yes. Chemical composition is CaF2. That is 1 calcium and 2 fluorides. The crystals formed by this mineral are cubes and octahedral. Ah, alright, that makes sense. So, it's not just cubic, it's also octahedral. This one is octahedral formation, and this one is cubic. Okay, that makes me feel better. Fascinating. Minerals can form differently. Glad I looked this up. Oh, it can also be yellow and pink. Fluorite can be so many colors, but I am partial to the blue and green varieties. The other ones look not so distinct. It occurs in a great variety of colors, yes. The streak is white, always. Fluorite is transparent to translucent, yes. Has a vitreous luster. Forms in hydrothermal veins and around hot springs. Ooh, fascinating. Fluorite is fairly common and is associated with quartz, calcite, dolomite, galena, Fluorite, chalcopyrite, sphalerite, barite, and various other hydrothermal vein minerals. It can be strongly fluorescent in ultraviolet light. I would love to see that again. So beautiful. How fun would it be to just stumble upon fluorite in nature? Hot spring. Wonderful. I'd love to go on an expedition sometime. Perhaps Evan can take me. That would be fun. Oh. Finally starting to feel a bit sleepy. That's good. I think I shall peruse the Bible one more time. And then take a rest. Hopefully fall asleep. We'll see. Naughty not. There's always tomorrow to learn new things. But rest is also important. Yes, it is. For he gives sleep to those he loves. That is in the Bible. He being God, of course. Alright. Really? Oh, I need to finish this passage. I got distracted thinking about the minerals. Where was I? Right. Lapis lazuli. That is something I have concluded that lapis lazuli is not in the mineral book because lapis lazuli is a gemstone name, not the proper mineralogical name, and I shall have to figure out tomorrow which mineral it actually is. All I know is that it's blue, and people like it. Anyway, lapis lazuli comes from rocks, and its dust contains nuggets of gold. People assault the flinty rock with their hands and lay bare the roots of the mountains. They tunnel through the rock. Their eyes see all its treasures. It's quite cool. The treasures that you've put into the earth, Lord. I just love them. They search the sources of the rivers and bring hidden things to light. But where can wisdom be found? Where does understanding dwell? No mortal comprehends its worth. Cannot be found in the land of the living. The deep says, it is not in me. The sea says, it is not with me. It cannot be bought with the finest gold, nor can its price be weighed out in silver. Cannot be bought with the gold of Ophir, with precious onyx or lapis lazuli. Neither gold nor crystals can compare with it, nor can it be had for jewels of gold. Coral and jasper are not worthy of mention. I agree. Jasper is quite boring, and coral isn't even a mineral, although it is fascinating. The topaz of Kush cannot compare with it. It cannot be bought with pure gold. Where then does wisdom come from? Where does understanding dwell? God understands the way to it, and he alone knows where it dwells. For he views the ends of the earth and sees everything under the heavens. The fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to shun evil is understanding. In closing, wisdom is to fear, believe, and love the Lord. All right. do believe that it is time for bed. First, let me put these books away. Go. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for all the wonderful things that I've studied and learned. And now, as I prepare for bed, please give me your rest and your peace that surpasses all understanding. In your wonderful holy name I pray.